Well, still staying with matters cost of fuel now, let's take you to Nyeri County, where our reporter Julia Wino was out and about to just speak to some of the residents and what are their sentiments around this. Over to you, Julie.
So, Abby, we are currently in Nyeri County in one of the petrol stations called Gulf Energy, and in our trip in this place, we found one of the customers who comes to get petrol from this particular place. And we know the recent discussion that is happening is that the fuel prices are likely to rise. So we just want to get of one of the customers to tell us what exactly are their expectations and what do they have to say about the likeliness of petrol to rise. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Yes. Yes, your name, please.
My name is Shadrach Maingi. I'm from Nyeri County. I'm a frequent customer in this place.
All right. Thank you so much, Shadrach. Shadrach, would like to know how do you feel about this, about the fuel prices that are likely to change in the next 24 hours?
It really affects me so much. I'm a frequent customer here, and I really don't like the fuel price, because it really affects whatever we are doing. Although I really don't use my car so much in such cases, but it really affects us because we need really to get some good prices for us to be able to enable us to move around.
Right. I may also ask you, what do you think is one of the contributing factors that is contributing to the rise in terms of fuel prices?
I think what is happening around, there's so much corruption in our country. And it's really affecting us because even the taxes that we pay, it's quite huge. You can imagine we pay as you earn. We pay like 16, I think 16%. It's quite high compared to other countries.
Abby, and now we are also lucky to have one of the dealers of Gulf Energy. Yeah, Gulf Energy, that is Wanjohi, who is going to tell us how is this affecting him. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Karibu sana. As you said, my name is Wanjohi. I have been a dealer for Gulf for the last 2.5 years, and I've been in this industry for the last 6 or 7 years. It's a pleasure for you to come to our station.
Wanjohi, if you can probably give us a brief of your journey in terms of you being a dealer in this industry. Fuel prices keep on changing over time. What do you have to say about this now that you've been doing this business for 6 years now?
Well, let me say that the ERC and the government came up with a way of doing their calculations in regards to what the petroleum products, the prices should be. But what is unclear is why the prices right now are so high, and yet we know that the international prices for the barrel are approximately 70 mark. There's a time they rose all the way to almost 140, and at that time the price of fuel was approximately the same price that we're having currently, which comes to about 110 to 120 shillings for the petrol product, and about 105 to 110 for the diesel product. So we really can't understand how the calculations change. Chances are most likely that the government tax has gone up, but it seems to have gone up what is stipulated, which was about 10 shillings hike in the government tax, is not indicative of what the price is now, because then we were selling fuel around 2010. The price of fuel when the barrel was about 70 shillings would have been about 80 or 80 to 90. So why it is at 110, we don't understand. But it's way out of reach.
Probably you'd suggest, what is one thing that you think the government and ERC should do to avoid such kind of rises and fall and changes almost all the time?
We do understand that, of course, internationally the prices are fluctuating. But the price factor of international markets does not seem to be the most significant determinant of the price of that fuel. And so we would request and ask that they do consider how to lower the prices, because it's within their hands and their ability. If they lower their taxes or the different things that they charge, we know there's the road levy as well that is included there. If they lower that, then chances are the petroleum products would be less, more affordable. And you know, the fluctuation, the price of fuel affects so many other things, from the transport sector, the energy sector, even electricity, because of that fuel factor in electricity. All those prices would come down, and it will make it more manageable and make Kenya a better place for investors, because the cost of energy would be affordable.